Hey everyone, Kai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 17th episode of Smile Precure. So, last episode I think we had like a quiz or something. Yeah, definitely a Rika focus episode if I remember correctly, but not quite sure what we're going to get this episode. Just excuse me when my cat just gets into proper laying down position on my lap. But yeah, so we're here for episode 17. Hopefully it's a good one. So as always, if you enjoyed the video, please click that like button and support me at Patreon for access to the picture-in-picture version and just early access in general. So let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Starting out with bananas, can't argue with that. What did I walk in on? Everyone. Literally everyone. No. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's just not Peter Pan. Momotaro. Not a bad choice. I guess it's just supposed to be like a bit. But for what is what I'm wondering. That's a word. Nayuta Gaoka. Okay. We're definitely doing a thing this episode. Haranishi, that's a name. Yeah, if they're on TV, there's clearly a big deal. We got this comedy contest in the bag. Well, I wish you the best of luck. I mean, I enjoyed the bit that they did because I enjoy the characters, but like, I don't know if that's gonna do well in any kind of contest, if I'm being brutally honest. But we'll see. Comedy is a very subjective thing. You look way too comfortable on my lap. It actually has been at least a couple weeks since I've seen an episode of the show, maybe 3, but like it's good to be able to watch the show again. Because I do enjoy the characters. Smile, 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 pretty cute. And our evil witch. Probably definitely not a funny one. And of course, yeah. Apparently, so I've heard. It's probably an exaggeration. I guess that will be a bad thing for them. People enjoying themselves. How horrible. Rings? Bracelets? What am I looking at? Does it prevent people from smiling or laughing? Or not the worst name I've ever heard for a group. Akane the comedian. Yeah, that's it right there. I mean, Akane has a fun accent, so she has a bit of an advantage. Yeah, funny you ask. Reika just like, literally who? He does sound like a comedian, just from, like a Japanese comedian just from that voice. Vamoosed. Like, I kind of like him. Reika still just. It is pretty big. Yeah, Reika, please just go with the flow. That's no way that's true. Ooh, yeah, they do got some snacks. Can I possibly get a head pat? Yeah, it's not quite what she was trying to say. Maybe you should keep quiet, Candy. No, it's just our bit, ventriloquism. Don't worry about it. Yeah. I mean, that was the obvious excuse. Yeah, the ventriloquism. I mean, it's fine as long as they buy it. You guys are just naturally funny. Omoshiroi kamo. Our pure catchphrase. Maybe we shouldn't mention the P word in front of strangers, but. Yeah, Nana Yudo Gaoka. How many syllables is that? Like, that's just such a mouthful of a word. Got the afro going. Because you always eat it. But yeah, they are very. Kind of a very stereotypical look. Let's see what these guys got. I'm not expecting much. The one lone clapper. Yeah, so far it's not very funny. Yeah, history is written by the victor and all that. They don't get it. Yeah, that was the worst one yet. I don't know exactly what they were trying to accomplish there. Stylish. It's because they're both the book. Did you? I don't think that's what you did. Don't ask me. It's a very large bows. Go Precure. A little bit nervous looking. You can't do any worse than the last one, guys. Just have fun. It's like, why are you even here? You're not helping. The act has already started. Boom! I knew I was coming. Saw it coming a mile away. Now just reevaluating her life choices right now. Here it is. And once you get to the actual scripted stuff, it's a lot where the issues come in. I mean, it's still funny, which is the important thing, even if it goes off script. It definitely has improved over the practice run. Script sucked, let's be honest. You can really feel the embarrassment on stage. Way better than the previous act. You just completely destroyed the bad end bombers there. It went the way it was meant to. Reika, you might have some unexpected talent when it comes to comedy. I mean, loving something doesn't necessarily mean you can do it yourself, but yeah, you did great up there. Okay, cool. Let's see what I forgot their names. Hadi Nishi. They'll probably remind me after this commercial break. Bum bum bum. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I should be able to at least remember Fujiwara. But what do the bands do? It's probably gonna make them unfunny. Probably that would make more sense than giving them to the guests, the audience. Yeah, it's just gonna ruin the comedy. Oh, that's messed up. That's just cruel. Yeah, it's just completely ruining it. Kansai Ben just out the window. Because it's too funny. Yeah. Yeah, you can't be doing that. I almost wish they showed us, like, the proper bit before they showed us the messed up one. For more context, but it's not a big deal. Definitely got the point across that it's not good. That's probably going to happen even without the extra bad end magic. Because of how things are bombing. Although I should probably stop using the B word because he be demonetized. Unfunny Icer. As always, their names are just terrible. We put it on Connie to get rid of her accent. I couldn't imagine such a thing. And yeah, my cat is not off my lap, so. Bum, bum, bum. My hands were full. I couldn't do the clap with her. I'm so disappointed. In her nice sunny day. Okay, here we go. Ha! Now we tied. Both got paper. I'll get you next time. Let me count it real quick. I see they're still transforming. The funniest precures. Okay, you definitely noticed that. Is he familiar with precures? What the heck did we just do? That's terrifying. That is just messed up. Now we gotta battle comedians. Yeah, you know what? He's not kidding. It just is weird. Boo! Don't sit on the precure. Everyone's a critic. Okay. Apparently, apparently they're just too powerful to be held down for too long. Their spirits are just at just too high of a level. I was not expecting this. This is cool. Because they're just too emoshiroi to be repressed. Is it snap off? It's gonna snap off, yep. Let's go, guys. Show her what comedy's all about. There's no time for ventriloquism. Are they really gonna do it? They can't really do it, right? We're really doing this. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so wrong. I am just so dead. Oh my god. I think we're really just doing the fake, thing. That really got me. Okay. And I think I'm good now. But yeah, of course he could not really transform. But he gave it an effort. Yeah, fist on fist. Show you what a precure fist can do. Did you tell? Should get a mask. Boom! Oh, this is great. I love that sort of fist fighting when it's literally fist clashing with each other. Burn him. Burn him up. Mueru. Burn. burn like the sun. Fire. Cool to see it kind of get a moment to shine here. Get wrecked, you big nose freak. Nani? Oh, there's still one, isn't there? Everyone turns around. Was that a quadruple foot kick uppercut? What do you even call that move? It's like an uppercut, but with a foot. I don't know what you'd call that. I mean, who'd you want to help me smile? I'll tell you that. Dash. Healing. And now it's your turn, Blue Nose. And we don't often get, like, people directly cheering on the Precures during their fight, because they're usually affected by the bad end zone and all that, so yeah, very novel to get to see that. Really cool. The comedy beats everything. To make sure they don't die. Yeah, that's supposed to be a secret. Keep on the down low. Is she on... Oh, is that going to be part of their routine now? So much for being a secret. But that was some good stuff, though. I can't blame them for wanting to use it. Gotta love Cure Gorilla. Which is probably what a certain blonde girl from Nisekoi would be. Bum, 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 bum. Waku, waku. That might have been the funniest thing in the show so far. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then just a preview. So yeah, that was the 17th episode of Smile Precure. And this episode, it definitely made me smile. I cannot deny such a thing. But yeah, this episode, yeah, we had Akane and Miyuki trying their stand-up routine, basically, which it wasn't really very good. Like, it's definitely something, an amateur around their age would probably come up with and think, it's pretty good, right? That their family might, like well enough and encourage, but like not the kind of thing that's really going to get much of a response in any kind of professional or semi-professional stage sort of setting, right? Like it's just not, and that's why I don't want to get ahead of myself. I do try to go semi-chronological as I talk about the episode. But we did have a contest coming up. The bad guys decided to insert themselves into it. Our Wolf and Oni did not do very well. I'm not even sure what they were trying to accomplish. At least the witch was trying to ruin it, cast disable on the main attraction, right? Which is way smarter than the idea that I had. Like, oh, is she gonna make a bajillion of these and give them to everyone in town so they don't laugh at the jokes? But like, it makes far more sense to just get have a couple of them, put them on the source of the comedy, and cut it off like a dam in a river, so the water that is the comedy doesn't get to the crops to water them, that is the people. Hopefully that metaphor made some degree of sense. But like, yeah, it made a lot more sense, but just I'm kind of surprised I didn't notice like a big old ring suddenly on their neck. Like I would notice that. I mean, personally. But yeah, we got to meet Fujiwara and all that. So you got to see the comedy, right? And they definitely do come across as, yeah, Japanese comedians, everything you would really associate with that. But yeah, they were pretty cool, just inviting the girls backstage, hanging out with them, being encouraging, right? We had a little bit of ventriloquism. I did enjoy that bit. Whenever they had to panic because Candy just doesn't understand the concept of shut up when we're around other people. So we somewhat often have to cover for her because of that. But gotta invest in a muzzle or something. But yeah, like I said, the Wolf and the Oni, their performance was just terrible. Like, it was more or less a protest that just happened to be on the stage, That's how I would describe it. But like, nobody was like mad about it, or like they were just confused, right? Like just thought it was just some kind of crappy routine, just better luck next time sort of thing, right? Like it really didn't accomplish anything, I don't think. But yeah, that's when we got our main duo. Actually, never mind. We got the Precure one before that, and they were looking very nervous. They had the typical over comically large bows and the blushing, the nervous wiggly mouth, and all that good stuff. And they got some good comedy stuff before they even started the real material. And then they started the real material and very awkwardly presenting it, but kind of messing it up here and there, which is for the best because it makes it better. Because if you are trying to go for that sort of bokeh tsukumi sort of comedy, the flubbing, making mistakes, having somebody point out those mistakes, that's the heart of it. So if you can accidentally do that, it's even better, because there's almost an inherent contradiction with trying to script that sort of idiot straight man sort of comedy, right? If it's a scripted, calculated mistake that they point out and all that, it kind of almost acts as like a hard limiter on how funny it can be. But if it's like a legit mistake, right, that somebody legit points out, like, don't ruin this for me, don't ruin this for us, you're saying the wrong thing, you're messing it up, that definitely much more maximizes the comedic potential with it. So basically, it went better than it could have ever hoped for by just following the script, is the overall point. So yeah, people loved it. It was great. I laughed. It was good. Then we had our main duo fun to show up, and it just the comedy was gone. We went down from like a trillion gags to 5, which yeah, it's a big drop right there, I must say. But yeah, it was kind of sad seeing them bomb like that. But like I said, stop saying the B word. But yeah, the bad end aura came out. Everyone's getting sad and depressed. The Precure show up to save the day, as they usually do. But they kind of reacted to the word Precure, and that was kind of our first hint that this might be a little bit different than usual. So yeah, the fight itself was not going well, but we got to straight up see them snap out of the bad end aura, which was great because it does make sense, right? I'm just gonna call it the bad end aura, because that sort of thing, it has an effect on people to like put them in a state of depression, discourage them and all that. But some people are gonna have above average level of whatever the opposite of depression and discouragement is, right? Like if you are an icon, a celebrity that's all about making people smile and laugh and all that, you would just be more powerful in that sense. That's so you kind of get into like shonen battle anime territory, where there'll be like some kind of area effect ability that knocks out all the unimportant characters, right? So just kind of out of the way, while the important ones are standing and still fighting, right? It's kind of like that. So And the way they just snapped off the bands around their neck was great. And then we had the transformation sequence, the Fujiwara transformation sequence, right? He breaks out his blue flip phone, because of course he doesn't have a fancy Precure device. He hits the middle button. Got some buttons lighting up. And then, yeah, Precure Smile Charge. We get the lights. He twirls around. Yeah, got cheating the sound as he makes. Yeah, I think that's where it really started to get funny was the acting like it's like faking the stuff being added to him magically, because of course it's not actually going to be added to him magically because he's not a Precure. But boy, did he make an effort. But just the sound effects he was making made it so much better. But like, could put on the makeup and all that. Cure Gorilla. Yeah, that was peak comedy right there. That was just peak comedy. I don't know how else to describe it. I was just dying. That was so good. Like I don't have much to say about it. Really, just that was the best part of the episode. And we defeated the enemy. They now know about the Precure thing, but they keep it under wraps. Except not really, because now it's part of the routine. But yeah, good stuff all around. I'll take a picture of this real quick so I can use it as the thumbnail. But yeah, good episode. I really enjoyed it. For a show called Smile Precure, it makes perfect sense to have a comedy-focused episode like this. I mean, we've definitely had funny episodes before, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, but this was the most comedy-focused episode an episode can be, with a comedy contest and all that, and a couple of comedy pros showing up to be like kind of cameos, But because I assume they're based off of real Japanese comedians. I think so. I mean, because we had Fujiwara literally in the credits. That's part of the reason why I'm assuming that. But either way, good stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.